Hello everyone. So we had a big announcement about the War Within. It's been announced. Let's say the announcement of the announce. And now we know the date at which is going to release. I'm going to of course put the cinematic on. And if you want the spoilers and just want to leave, it's on the 26th of August. For the people that have the Epic Edition, of course, it's going to be on the 22nd. The timer, we still don't know 100%, but if you are EU, it should be around 10 p.m. or something like that, or just before it becomes the 23rd. More information will be given, and then now let's watch the trailer itself. I'm going to, of course, share up so you people can enjoy the goodness of the trailer. Nothing crazy, but well, it is what it is.
In darkness, she slumbers and dreams.
You don't know who she is, I'm going to explain it later.
And for countless generations, mortal heroes have risen to defend her. They faced monsters, tyrants, and beasts of primordial horror. Though they fought amongst themselves, their enmity following them to the most distant shores.
We will never be slaves!
And even across time and space. Their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of death.
Let's not talk about that one, okay?
While new hope blooms on the horizon, the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth at last awakens. The world's soul, so long denied me, shall be mine.
And that's it. Let's say that it begins with our lady, the Herald of the Void, Shardath. It was the. You remember in Legion, there was an artifact weapon with the Shadow Priest where you could hear her whispers about everything. And now she is kind of back. There are a lot of lore things more that people with more knowledge can explain you. And then it begins with some nostalgia. You could see the classic announcement that we saw in Warcraft 3, then TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, Pandaria, Waters of Draenor. Then there was a little bit of battle for Azeroth, but it was kind of weird because Legion was afterwards weird. And of course, lastly, Dragonflight. Then they show us, like on the other cinematic, Anduin and Thrall kind of hear the voice of Azeroth calling for help because she's going to get invaded. Now, let's talk about one thing that I want to say. It is early, way earlier than I expected. And this, let's say, for Rogue, does not bode well. I'm going to be honest. Right now, the only hero class kind of spec that works a little bit is Fatebound. Trickster has Crazy Box, and then you have Death Stalker. Ugh, I'm dying. That's what I get for saying that. It also has a lot of bugs. So, what can we do? Not much. We are kind of going to get at least one revision of Deathstalker and Fatebound. Trickster already kind of got the second revision. And then, I don't know if after fixing the bugs of Trickster, they're going back to it to fix a lot more things. But at least on this time, I don't know what to think. At least for Sovereignty, you also want the spec tree to really change. There are a lot of issues, a lot of intuitive and also talents that just don't work well together and that actually work against things. Assassination tree, I think, is kind of healthy, nothing crazy, but it can get some fixes. Outlaw has its problems, it got some big changes, but they are likely going to still be playing kind of the same thing. Subtlety just has Dust and the other talents, and then they kind of nerfed Dust, but not really because of the beta, it's not nerfed. So we don't know what's going to happen, but we have 2 months for release. And it's kind of have to already be ready when it's pre-patch. Let's say they're going to test bosses and things and dungeons and everything for it to be working at least on August. And then it's going to release. There is not going to be a season until September. That gives them a little bit more time to ship some changes. But this means that we are likely to get another sideline expansion for Rogue for the last 2 expansions. It has happened like that. Maybe one spec was kind of strong and then it got nerfed. But at least for Shadowlands, it was kind of tragic the first season for Rogue. And in Dragonflight, we also had a bit of a weird first season with some bosses being strong because, on Razageth, sub was kind of good. But season 2 was when things changed, and then on season 3 we got kind of some tree changes, some things like that helped a lot. Still, let's say I don't think it's ready. It's going to be a harsh one. Maybe Blizzard surprises me and they actually changed Deathstalker and Fatebound for the better. And Trickster, they fix the things that they kind of need to fix. There are some things that are still quite annoying to play around. I'm going to explain it on the video where I explain the bugs and why you should not play Trickster right now as up. And maybe not even as Outlaw because of what happens. Deathstalker just doesn't work. Strangled, super destroyed. And then Fatebound, it's working in the way that it gives you some percentage of extra damage. But when you see the power level of other hero specs, it will need to be something will need to be doubled or tripled for it to be competitive. Or they could just buff the baseline of Rogue, like make Assassination and Solidity and Outlaw stronger baseline, give them better tools to get more damage. So even if the hero trees are not crazy as they are right now, they have a higher baseline. That happened sometimes where we had just a high baseline and we performed really well until other classes got their tier sets or other things. So that will be something to see. And I'm not going to ramble more. I'm just going to get the 10 minutes when I saw that it was kind of ready. And I'll see you in next videos.